The whole Kim Porter saga, it's turned into one twisted roller coaster. She was the total package, model, actress, and mom to Diddy's kids. But then, out of nowhere, she's found dead at her place, sending shockwaves through Diddy's world. The doctors said it was pneumonia, but now people are whispering about something way darker going on.
With all of the revelations that have come out about Diddy since Cassie's lawsuit, people are now circling back and questioning the suspicious passing of his ex, Kim Porter.
So, let's break it down. If Kim really did kick the bucket from pneumonia, then why did the medical examiner who dug deeper end up 6 feet under too? People are talking, saying there's more to it than meets the eye. Like, they found toxins in her system, hinting at some possible poisoning action. And get this, Corey Gamble, the dude who's tight with both Kim and Diddy, was apparently there when everything went down. Some sneaky source spilled the beans, saying Corey knew Kim was about to check out before it even happened. Corey was there to get the cameras out of there, so there was no proof there were cameras, and that the murder was on video. He removed the evidence. But did you know someone was crashing at Kim's spot the night before she was found? Yeah, her goddaughter woke up next to her, thinking she was just catching some sleep. Was she really just sleeping? Or was there something more sinister at play? Someone pointed out that, when my husband had pneumonia, he had to quarantine away from myself and my kids, for both his health and ours. No way she had her goddaughter sleeping in bed with her if they thought she had pneumonia. And peep this, Kim wasn't even jet-setting before she got sick. No, she was feeling fine until out of nowhere, she starts showing flu symptoms. They tested her for everything under the sun, but nada. And get this, the night before she passed, she was just kicking back, watching movies with her crew. But were they really just Netflix and chilling, or was there something more sinister lurking in the shadows? Even Jaguar Wright's spilling the tea.
Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only two left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting?
And she said it was definitely poisoning, and now it's all being covered up.
Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms.
And Vanessa K, the ex of Donald Trump Jr. Yeah, you heard me right. She's out here dropping bombs, too.
And she called me like, something's up with that. I go, what do you mean? She's like, oh, dude, Kim used to tell me, like, it was a bad, like, there was a lot of weird that I didn't even know. That
he's been talking about how Kim was low-key scared of Diddy the whole time.
She was sort of always in fear of something happening. And I was like, maybe it's natural, but like, not a lot of people die at 47 of pneumonia.
And don't even get me started on Corey Gamble. Dude was practically living at Kim's place, and he was there when everything went down. Like, what was he doing there? And then there's this whole thing about Diddy having cameras all over the house. Was Kim's passing caught on tape? And let's talk about that timeline. Kim was found unresponsive in her bed, and within 10 minutes, the paramedics rolled in and pronounced her gone. But here's the kicker. It took them an hour and a half to call the coroner. Sketchy, right? It's like they were in a rush to wrap things up before anyone could ask questions. And hold up, they found all these suspicious items in her room, like a half-empty bottle of Ambien that wasn't even prescribed to her. Like, what was that doing there? And why didn't it show up in her toxicology report? And speaking of pieces, her room sounds like a scene straight out of A Sick Day from Hell. Cups of what looks like tea and water, bowls of tomato soup, and don't forget about the Pedialyte and sports drinks. It's like they were gearing up for some serious flu-fighting action. But here's the kicker. No evidence collected, and they're saying no foul play suspected. Something's not adding up here, especially when you consider all these wild theories flying around, from poisoning to straight-up murder. And the fact that Diddy ordered Kim's casket way before she even got sick makes people even more suspicious of the whole thing. One said, every death around Diddy needs to be looked at again. So, what's the deal here? Was Kim's passing just a tragic accident, or is there something way more sinister going on?